Thanks a lot for staying with us. We're actually getting the big breaking news coming in now. Hemant Soren, Jharkhand Chief Minister, who's in the eye of the storm and possibly waiting to hear his fate in a few hours from now, has released his first statement after the Election Commission has issued its report to the governor. So his statement is saying that it apparently seems that BJP leaders, including a BJP MP and his puppet journalists, have themselves drafted the ECI report, which is otherwise in a sealed cover. The blatant misuse of constitutional authorities and public agencies and its complete takeover by BJP headquarters in Deen Dayal Upadhyay Marg in this shameful manner is unseen in Indian democracy. This is, he's saying that he has been apprised of several media reports about the ECI sending a report to the governor and that it has apparently recommended his disqualification as an MLA. He says no communication in this regard has been received by the CMO from either the Election Commission or the governor. Marya Shakil, political editor, is also joining us. So Marya, a pretty strong statement there from Hemant Soren. He's just directly attacking BJP and a particular MP as well.
Yes, that's right. And the attack is coming against, Member of Parliament of the BJP from Godda constituency, that is Mr. Nishikant Dubey. And the Chief Minister says that he has not been told officially about his disqualification as an MLA. And no communication in this regard has been received by the Chief Minister's office from either the Election Commission of India or the governor. The Chief Minister goes on to say that there is blatant misuse of constitutional authorities and public agencies, and it completely seems to be taken over by the BJP. It's a shameful manner in which the Indian democracy is functioning. So the Chief Minister, they're putting up a brave front, but if the reports that are coming in and the sources are to believe, the ECI has recommended his disqualification as an MLA. What sources in the Chief Minister's office are also telling us is that they would be waiting and seeing that if it is just stops at disqualification, or is the debarment also included in this order. Okay. Remember, Hemant Soren then becomes the second Chief Minister in the country to be debarred from contesting polls. Jayalalitha was the first Chief Minister who was disqualified for violation of Representation of People's Act.
Yes, and here, Marya, I wanted a clarification from you. Once you are found guilty of, this Office of Profit issue, is debarment not, does that not come with it? Is it not part of the section itself? Yes.
So the way it works is, Shivani, that debarment is something that is left to the Election Commission. The period for which the Chief Minister will be debarred depends on how grave the allegations and the evidence are. Right. So if he is barred for, say, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, that is something that the Chief Minister's office is waiting and watching for. That if does it just stop at disqualification, or is he really barred from contesting elections, which means that he will be out of public service for the next 6-7 years, or depending on the tenure in which he is barred. Okay. But they are also saying that they will be challenging it before the Supreme Court, just as Jayalalitha had done when she was disqualified, and also there was an additional debarment clause that was added to her disqualification.
Yes. Marya, thanks a lot for bringing those details to us. Let's go across to our guests who've been waiting patiently. Tushar Gupta and Ravi Srivastava continue to be with us. There's a Representation of People's Act Section 9A and Section 9. So that talks about not just the disqualification of a public office holder as from the position, but as the MLA or elected representative, but also that they may be disqualified if you're found guilty of one such act, which is corruption or for disloyalty to the state. Then you shall be disqualified for a period of 5 years from the date of such dismissal. So that obviously mounts the trouble, Ravi Srivastava, for Hemant Soren. But let's focus on the statement that he's issuing. It is true the report is not out yet. It is true the report either via the governor or the Chief Minister has not been made public yet. But his attack on the BJP on this, does that suffice? Raviji, please unmute yourself. Can you say something? All right, we'll connect with him in just a bit. Tushar, would you take that, please?
You know, Shivani, it's become fashionable to attack the BJP. We were just listening to the press conference of Arvind Kejriwal, also from Delhi.
Yeah.
It's become fashionable that ministers in their personal capacity or politicians in their personal capacity will indulge in some form of corruption. And when the investigating agencies do their job, they simply label it on the BJP. And it's just not about one investigating agency or two. It's about the Election Commission also now. It's about the Supreme Court also now. And even though I personally believe that the judiciary has been really unfair to the BJP on various policy accounts, nevertheless, it's just fashionable to dismiss every investigation as a BJP stunt. That is what Hemant Soren is doing in Jharkhand. He's not talking about the mining scam. He's not talking about if there was a mine actually allocated to him for which the environmental clearance was granted while he was holding the portfolio for the mines department. Instead, he's pinning the blame on the BJP.
In this case, I'm not sure if Ravi Srivastava is back with us. In this case, there is no role of the opposition here. You were the chief minister. You took the decisions yourself.
That is what I'm saying, Shivani. These are decisions made in personal capacity as the chief minister, as responsible for the portfolio of mines. Where does the BJP come into this? They're not even in the government. They're not in the coalition. They're not trying to dislodge the government. I mean, they do not have the numbers significant enough. It's not a wafer-thin majority that the Soren regime enjoys, that they can be dismantled. So there's nothing on those lines. It's a simple case of corruption. Now, when the investigating agencies are doing their job, suddenly they have to make it about the BJP.
Well, this is right now an election commission report, which is also a constitutional authority, so it has to be respected as well. Of course, there are legal matters and then cases that will also be decided otherwise. But Tushar, just stay with me. I want to play out Nishikant Dube's conversation with Network 18. Now, remember, Nishikant Dube is the MP that Hemant Soren seems to be referring to in his statement, that it is he who is spreading this news and it has been picked up by the media. Listen in.
You have tweeted, Johar Jai Shri Ram, Jharkhand mein kaam ho gaya. What does that mean?
काम हो गया मतलब AK-47 के साथ प्रेम प्रकाश पकड़ा गया। दलालों के सरगना जो है वो अमित अग्रवाल को आज ईडी ने बुलाया था, बीमार हो गए। आज लोकपाल का केस है 25 तारीख को, शायद उसकी सुनवाई आज हो जाए तो शायद सोरेन परिवार के ऊपर केस हो। इसी के लिए मैंने कहा था कि जय श्री राम जोहार हो गया काम, और मुझे लगता है कि काम हो गया। भ्रष्टाचार से जो है हम लोग जो मुक्ति दिलाना चाहते हैं झारखंड की आम जनता को, उसके आधार पर भारतीय जनता पार्टी आगे बढ़ रही है और भारतीय जनता पार्टी के कार्यकर्ताओं के लिए आज जश्न मनाने का दिन। इलेक्शन कमीशन ने आज यदि पत्र दे दिया राज्यपाल साहब को तो उतना तो मुझे पता होगा ना कि भेजा है, लेकिन आपके माध्यम से, यदि पत्रकारों के माध्यम से मुझे पता चल रहा है कि सदस्यता चली गई तो हमारे लिए जश्न मनाने का दिन है। और झारखंड मुक्ति मोर्चा क्या कर रही है, कांग्रेस क्या कर रही है, इससे मुझे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता है। उनकी सदस्यता यदि चली गई है और भ्रष्टाचार के खिलाफ यदि थोड़ी भी मॉरलिटी है तो हेमंत सोरेन जी को इस्तीफा देना चाहिए और मिड टर्म इलेक्शन के लिए जाना चाहिए।